I think a lot of people have told me I'm getting better, which is good. I think I'm still struggling to like complete my punishes and like my edge guards.
Okay.
So I think that's something I want to like focus on.
Yeah, so I see you're sharing your. I see you've started spectator. So let me load this up. And are there any particular characters that you're like finding that this is like a particular problem against, or is it just kind of across the board?
I think Marth is especially hard for me, but I also like I think I stopped like Marth killering as much and like I kept trying to like grab ledge and then I just keep getting hit by the up B and then so maybe I just need to like threaten the Marth killer so I can at least punish them when they get back on stage.
I find like if the Marth killer is actually set up properly, I find it very difficult to justify doing something that is not Marth killer.
Yeah.
Like if unless I have like a guaranteed kill with something else, I feel like with Marth, he's so often just like looking for some kind of offstage reversal that like
Yeah.
maybe we just like if we can't grab the edge like early, like and like work our ledge invincibility, taking the Marth killer is not bad, and honestly it covers more timings than like taking the ledge does in a lot of situations. So I don't think there's anything wrong with like doing that. Um I Are you finding like what about high recoveries? Are you like because Marth Killer makes me think that like you're generally forcing them into like the low up B. If they're going over you, are you finding that manageable? That's usually just like a matter of like back airing them like with good timing and
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't think I struggle that much with that. I think I do force them down a lot and then I try to like time the ledge grab and then I don't think that's working out and I think I'm like overthinking it a lot. So maybe that's just part of the problem.
You know what I think it might be? You might be like assigning to like you might be like splitting your movements into too many different options. So like into too many different tasks. So what I mean by that is like when you jump up to do the back air to edgeguard Marth, um
Yeah.
a lot of times they back off, right? And then they like you can see that they're like going low. So I would say that that is a good time to like grab the edge in a lot of cases, depending on how high they
Okay.
are. Because like we've already threatened the back air, like it's already done it. The jump has already done its job of pushing them into the next position. So like we don't necessarily need to land and then go into like the next action to grab the edge. Like maybe we just grab the edge out of that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So that I think could be a good. And like the nice thing is even if we're wrong and like we grab the edge a little early, we're invincible. Like we're intangible.
Yeah.
So like we don't really get punished for that. Um
Totally.
so I think that could be a good starting point. So maybe like one focus of today would be to like how are like when we go for our back air, if the opponent is like our full hop back air or a short hop back air, if the opponent is like drifting away from us, can we turn that into a ledge grab?
Okay.
And then like work off of that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think I see that.
Okay, great. So with that, I will let you take it away. There's actually a kind of a match that I played with Falco where I did something where I had a similar thing come up. Let me see if I can find it, but like you feel free to queue because this is just
Okay.
a clip. Uh, there it. Okay. Yeah, I've wound up playing Falco a lot more. It's been very fun to play Falco.
Yeah, I feel like Falco, like, I feel like I'm finally, like, at least getting somewhere where it's, like, I'm not getting caught in my movement as much, and it's, like, nice to feel liberated in that and actually play how I want to.
Yeah, let
I've
me know.
also been, like, playing
Mhm.
doubles a lot, because we started doing doubles a lot at the tournament. I kind of want to learn more about that, but
Doubles has never been my forte, sadly. Let me know when you're in a
yeah.
match, by the way, because I don't see anything on my screen right now.
I'm doing stage striking right now.
Gotcha.
All right, I should be in a match now.
Okay. Okay, cool. I can see it. We're fighting Pika. Cool. So ranked. Nice. High lasers when he's on the side platform.
Just to like prevent him coming down, or
Yeah, it cuts off the it cuts off like the diagonal nair in range. Like if he dash short hop nairs off the platform, he can hit us from like the side platform. It's not likely to hit us, but like it just like covers something. It just covers something. But don't worry about it. Like, don't focus on it because, like, yeah, we got a rat to kill.
All right.
We wanted to down air him there onto the platform. The combo rules are still the same on him. We just cover tech in place with down airs instead of grabs. Or like forward smash. Like forward smash is fine. It's just we were like a little like off. But it's because of his like weird tech in place thing, where he's more invincible on it. Nice. Good in between stock evasion. I like how you went to the top platform. That's good. Did we go over that, or like did you learn that on your own?
I think I've just learned that on my own.
Okay, good.
I think I've gotten hit enough times.
Honestly, if that's something you learned on your own, good on you. Because like that's one of the things I have to go over with people a lot.
I wanted to ask you, I think you mentioned that I should be like doing the F throw with Falco, and I'm wondering like when like each different throw is best.
Up throw leads to DI, like up throw if they don't DI the lasers well, leads to like a lot of combos. So I would say that like up throw is just generally a good one to use because like the positional advantage also of like putting someone above you with Falco is just quite good.
Yeah.
Back throw's weird. Back throw's like very DI dependent, but it can work. Like back throw is like back throw's like you can like it's more of like I feel like back throw's more of like a fast faller and midweight exclusive in that you're basically trying to like throw them towards like either throw them off stage, in which case it works on everyone, or there's like you're trying to chain grab them. But if you're trying to chain grab them, that means that like it's kind of cheese. I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
Okay.
And then forward throw is good once it knocks over, or if you have like a combo, like a DI in combo at the edge, and then because then it forces them to DI out. So I would say around like 30 on most midweight mid-faller characters like Marth, Sheik, like mid-faller to semi-fast faller. So like Marth, Sheik, Pikachu, Ganon, Link. If they're around 30 and you forward throw them, then like if they DI in, you can usually dash attack them. And if they like DI away, then you just do like, you just like edge guard them because they DI'd off stage. So yeah, I'd say like 30 to 60, like forward throw is very good on everyone near the edge. Forward throw on fast fallers is good whenever it knocks them over, which is around like 37. Yeah. That's about it, really. It's not as good on floaties. On floaties, you want to up throw usually.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. And then on everyone, if they're not in like the forward throw percent range, then like up throw, or throwing them towards the stage is usually okay.
I feel like I also need to like shorten more on my recoveries. Maybe not in that scenario, but in general.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Biggest thing I see with you is like we're going for a lot of forward smashes that I think are like kind of risky. And
Yeah.
and the ones on tech, we need to do them a little bit later. Like, because Pikachu's tech is this is just a Pikachu matchup thing, but Pikachu's, like, tech in place is invincible for longer than, like, normal tech in place, so you can't, like, hit him with the same, like, stuff that would, like, work on, like, say, like, Fox. You have to time the hit a little bit later. That's why I like down air as, like, a punish on it, because it just stays out for so long.
Yeah, and then you just, like, keep him there.
Yeah, like, you down air him, he gets knocked over because he's locked out of the tech, and then you just down tilt him or F smash him, done.
What do you rec? I mean, I guess FD is probably a good bet.
Yeah, get rid of
They
it.
know how to.
Get rid of the stage where he becomes ice climbers. Yeah, like that's my general policy on Pikachu. Nice. I like that you got the second down air. Okay. Don't worry, don't think too much about what I'm saying, like, during these matches, though. Like, I don't want you, like consciously thinking about them. Because, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot easier to process it, like, over the time period after than...
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like, yeah, just the, like,
back air more. Against Pikachu, we want to back air more. Like, back air up tilt wall is really hard for him to beat. Like, back air, like, auto cancel back air up tilt is, like, actually very difficult for him to beat.
What's the difference between auto cancel back air and...
You just short hop rising back air. Oh,
Okay.
like, so the difference between it is that, like, so your back air normally has 10 frames of L cancel lag, but if you just don't fast fall it, then you keep moving during, like, all of it, and there's only 4 frames of lag when you hit the ground.
Okay,
There's still,
so it's just, like...
It's just a good wall. So you have to do them even sooner. Like, don't fast fall them, you just do them, like, while rising and move away. Like, if you're not sure what the tech skill looks like, don't worry about it. Yeah, like that. You just got it. But you can see, like, how annoying that hitbox is for him.
Yeah, they don't really have much.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, 10 frames of L cancel lag is a long time. Turning that into, like, 4 plus, like, into a bunch of time that you're drifting and then 4 is, like, pretty hard for a lot of characters to get in on. I didn't know that you didn't know about that. Like, I thought that you'd, like... Because that, to me, is, like, that's, like, a Falco basic. But, yeah, like, I guess if no one never taught you it, then, like, how would you know?
I've heard of it, like, a billion times. I just, like... I don't know, I guess I was lazy.
No, you just didn't... Well, like, you just didn't ask. That's okay. You have, like, a lot of other things that are... Like, everything else we've worked on together, I would say, is, like, way more fundamental to the character than auto-cancel back air. Like, auto-cancel back air is a wall that you do against characters that have less range than you. So, like, while, yes, that does include Fox, like, he's really the only top tier where you really, like, make it a big, like, part of your gameplay. Maybe Falcon. But, like, those are really the only two, for the most part. It comes up against the others, but, like, just... Yeah. Nice. But you can see how that, like, what the utility of, like, that wall is. And it gets really crazy.
It's so good.
It gets crazy when you combine it with up tilt. Like, I would have, like, put him on the platform and up tilted him. Because, like, I think we need to stay in the damage building stage, like, a little bit longer. And then, like, we can get into, like, the kill him stage during our combos.
Yeah.
Like, it's really, like, 1 or 2 hits we're, like, stopping early. Just 1 or 2 hits.
Oh, what was that? Did you find the clip?
Oh, yeah. So, like, this is actually... Funnily, there's a lot of auto-cancel back airs in here.
Okay.
So...
Alright, I'll watch it now.
So, like, one of the jumps... It's not exactly the same thing, but, like, on one of the jumps... which one is it? So on the one I do, when the Marth is at 52%, like, I jump in place and short hop towards the edge. If the Marth hadn't double jumped over me, I would have gone to the ledge and taken it there. But because he didn't do that, that cued for me to, like, that we need another attack. So then that's why I full hop the next back air.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so it's like we're trying to like do a similar thing. Like we're using our jump to multitask.
You're like forcing something, and
Yeah,
then
exactly. And
trying
it
to find
doesn't
the answer.
exactly, and it doesn't really matter what it is. It just matters that we've like provoked that reaction, and then we're playing off what the next step is because we forced their hand because we're in advantage state. We have all the cards and we are using them.
Yeah. All right, I'm searching.
Nice.
Yeah, I think also sometimes I'm just like overthinking and like not just putting out. But I think the back air like is especially against Pikachu in that last one was super good. I'm playing against a Falco this time. I feel like I struggle against Falco when they have the laser advantage,
Yeah.
which makes sense. But just like wondering if I just have to like find a different way in, or if I just need to like try to reclaim it.
Use the platforms. Use the side like when you like buffer like jump out of shield with a good timing like really quickly to like the side platforms and then like fall through the platform with laser. Like after they shoot their laser, because unless they move forward with it, this should like be good against what they're doing. And if they are moving forward, then we can just down air. See, like how he was like in front of us, and we could have just like shot the laser because he was like next to us. Like
Yeah.
that's the idea here. So like fall through platform laser. Oh my god, I know who this is. This is actually the person I had right before you. I'm not even kidding you. I will have to say hi to Deke after this. That is so funny.
I also feel like edgeguarding Falco is very different than other characters.
So how is it different than edgeguarding Fox? Because I don't disagree with you, but I want to know like how you understand it.
Well, he has to go like pretty quick, I feel.
Yeah, so there's more exactly. Because he's operating closer to the stage, like everything is happening like really fast. So what does that mean about what you have to do? You also have to go kind of fast, right? Or like is
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you go fast? See how you took back control there?
Yeah, that was. I definitely like did that intentionally. I was like looking for it.
And it worked. Like, and that made sense, right? Like falling through the platform, like after the laser passes under you, and like our timing wasn't as crisp as it could have been, like because we tied. But like tying is like a lot better than losing. So, yeah. Like tying gives us an opportunity to win the next interaction. So like,
I guess against Falco, they usually, if they're gonna side B quickly, it's good to just have the back air out, and then if they're not going for it, then you can just grab.
could we shoot lasers, like to like cover some of those side B heights, so like that we can maybe limit where they can go?
Yeah, that would seem pretty good.
This is really, really entertaining. Because, like, I've seen him play, but I haven't actually seen him play when I'm not, like, playing with him. Or, like, when I'm not, like coaching him through things. So getting to see the two of you go at it is actually very rewarding. Because I get to see the ideas that he's implementing, and I get to see the ideas that you're implementing, and, like, yeah, you're both doing a great job. No notes. Like, just keep doing your thing.
Oh. I thought that was my last stock for some reason.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess when you are forcing something so quickly, it definitely makes them have to go lower if you punish it immediately, and then you can just like punish the I feel like it's a lot easier to punish the up B than it is the side B.
Yeah, because it's slower. Like, side B happens on 17, up B happens on 42. So, like, you have a whole, like, almost a third, like, you have over a third of a second in extra, like, wind-up time on the up B relative to the other one. So, yeah, of course it's easier. Ooh, nice high laser by him. Ooh. All right, we got this. We're gonna bring this back, maybe. Oh no! That's okay. Everything leading up to the ending was like fire, though. Nice. Great reversal, like that you just took the hit that got you that continued, like what I'm seeing here. That's the other thing you can do, because like when they start to like, if they're expecting the lasers and they respond by being passive and shooting more, you can sometimes like work through the pattern and like come in with like with full hop stuff. And now we get blessed a little bit. Oh, nice shield poke. Ooh, I love it. What's the ping like with this person?
42.
So not bad. Like not great, not bad though. Well, what do you consider good ping?
Well, if I'm playing someone nearby, it's like usually like 10 or less.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So in terms of combo finishing, I would have just down smashed a long time ago there. Like once I hit that down air and I see he's missed the tech, or like teched, like if I see he's teched anywhere but tech rolled inwards, I'm just jamming the down smash there every time, or jamming a down tilt to look for like a spike conversion. So I think that like that's like an element of his finishing game that like we might want to develop further. Like, what are some simple kill confirms that we have, or finishers that are relatively consistent that we can just look for in those like situations? Because like we down air people into the corner a lot. Like, that's just kind of like a good position to finish with them. If they go through us, it's obvious what we do. We like turn around F smash, or we like down air the other way and like keep the combo going, like something like that. But like if he lands near the corner, like in the spot where we want him, you know, like where do we go?
Yeah, I just did one there and it seems pretty good.
Yeah, like it just, and the thing is, like, we're playing off like the power of the move, we're playing off the high power of the move. We're also playing off the good hit trajectory for, like, it is susceptible to Om's attack, so like it is not without its faults, but like it's more important that we have that as a starting point, so that we can then like figure out what fills in the weak points, you know? Yeah,
it's a lot faster than F smash.
Yeah, it's it's more than twice as fast. F smash hits on, I think, 14, and this hits on 6. So his down smash is crazy.
When I'm like DIing a move I know is coming, and it's gonna send me like far to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to be holding left or
left and up? Left and up.
Okay. I feel like I've just been holding left.
That is very common. So here, what I'll do is I will show you. I will make a diagram. I will show you a diagram that I will make quickly.
I feel like sometimes when it's like a stock I have like such a lead with, sometimes I just like stop lasering and like stop doing all the things that got me the lead.
That is very normal. So yeah, don't worry about that. But so we saying that like it's a move that hits us to the right? Am I supposed to hold left, right?
Yeah.
So let me show you a diagram of something.
Okay.
And I will let me just straighten this out a bit. And cool. So this is hit trajectory.
Okay.
So basically, if the move is like hitting us to the like to the right, like up and to the right like that, then what we want to do is we want to follow like the orange line is it's not exactly perpendicular, but pretend I did it right. The orange line is supposed to, it like gives us like the range of DIs that we can use in response to it. So the most effective like survival DI input for that reason would be like here, which I'll show you here. So like the survival DI input that we want is this.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought. Well, you also said it, but is it just because we want to go higher and then, or
yeah,
is it okay?
So it's like if you hold to the left, what's going to happen is the vertical part of the survival DI input is not going to go through. You're still going to get some survivability from like holding to the left, but you won't get the same lift that you do by holding up and to the left.
Okay. That makes sense. I feel like, yeah, the momentum's got to go somewhere.
Yeah. And similarly, that's why, like, if we're trying to get, like, maximum distance, it's not that we hold to the right, it's that we hold down and to the right.
Okay.
So, like, if we're trying to move with the hit trajectory, the one that we do, like, if we're trying to move with the hit trajectory, like, yeah, so it's exactly, yeah, so let me just show that. So, like, we're not getting the maximum value out of, like, by going to the right, we're not getting the maximum value of it because we still have that entire range, like, in the bottom, like, bottom diagonal that we're not really, like, activating.
Yeah. That makes sense. I definitely, like, knew there was, like, another direction you wanted to add, but I was just, like, not really sure how that was implemented.
Yeah, if you ever want to know the direction of any move, like, honestly, I Need Data is, like probably the most, like, I Need Data is, like, probably one of the most useful resources you can do. Let me share my screen just for 10 seconds so you can see this.
I queued up. Sorry.
Okay, don't worry about it, but, like, cool. So we'll do this another time. Let's keep playing. But yeah, if you go to, like, I Need Data and, like, look and input any move, like, you'll have to decide what hitbox they're hitting, which can be, like, a little confusing at first, but, like, you can just see what the directional, like, what the trajectories are. I'll just have, if you've never used it before, I'll just link it to you in the chat, and you can kind of look at it on your own time. Very nice. I saw that laser to, like, intercept him and, like, cut off his what he was doing. Excellent. Let's try to use it. Let's try to make sure to hold down when we might get hit, or just when we're moving on the ground a little bit more.
Yeah, I've noticed, like, when I feel like I'm playing really well, I am just, like, holding down, usually.
Well, yeah, it's the most powerful defensive input in the game. Like, why would it... like, yeah. Absolutely. Try to wave dash down, like, one small thing. When you're, like, doing your shine combos near the edge, yeah, exactly. Try to wave dash down if you're, like, uncertain, instead of wave dashing back. Because, like, by wave dashing back, like, you're just killing all of your options if they DI away. By wave dashing down, like, it's still difficult, but you can still do, like, the laser follow-up sometimes. Like, you know, laser F tilt if they go off stage, like, that kind of thing. Or, like, just set up, like, a really good edge guard position. But going back, like, nerfs everything.
Yeah, I guess I just wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Like, this is the desired outcome. Like, oh, they're going Sheik now. So, finishing
a lot of Sheiks, so
finishing on Sheik. What are your thoughts on that? I know that, like, with Fiction's Guide, she's one of the characters where he's like, if you have to combo her onto the floor, you just don't really care a whole lot about, like, what you, like, hit her with. You just kind of, like, back air her, keep her in the air, and just, like, I still think it's good to, like, hit her onto the side platforms and do the pillars, if you can. But I think that, like, in general, she's one of the characters where if you want to just, like, put her into the disadvantage and, like, back air her 8,000 times, you totally can. What do you think about like comboing her? Like, what usually works?
I feel like she's very predictable in how you're going to be hitting her.
Okay. That makes sense. Gotcha. So when she comes up like that and tries to up B, like, do that poof on stage trick, just let chop back air her. Like, you can just drop below her and double jump back air when she comes up for the first part of her up B.
I guess I just didn't assume that would hit.
And you know what? That's fair. But, like, yeah, that is, like, an option that's available to her. Let's look for more up tilts after our down airs. Because I think we're like hitting her too high some of the time. And we don't need to...
Yeah, and not being able to...
Exactly. So like...
capitalize.
And like, even though this guy, like... Even though we're definitely going to beat this person, like, that was beautiful, by the way, great tech chase. Even though we're going to beat this guy, we don't necessarily, yeah. Okay, they're going Zelda. Like, oh no, they're not. Okay. I love...
Yeah, I mean, I've been, like... Up tilt's just so good. It's kind of crazy.
Honestly, like, well, let's try, like, using up... Between 20 and 60, let's try using up tilt as our main follow-up today, just to see what happens. Like,
Okay.
I think that, like, we're seeing a lot of value in the move. I think that there's a lot of hit potential here. And, like, I think that, like, the more we understand where it fits into our combo tree, as a, like, and works as a superior option to, like, Shine, the better...
Yeah.
Like, that's a really important part of the character that we need to understand better.
So between 30 and 60, you said?
Yeah, between 30 and 60.
Okay. That's pretty easy to
Yeah.
think about.
Like, and if you accidentally shine, like, who cares? Like, I'm not gonna freak out. Like that looked good.
It felt good.
Nice. I like how we used his up B to, like, save us from, like, that kind of, like, wacky, like, downer timing. It's always intentional. I love the DI mix up there. Yeah, sometimes just whacking Falco across the stage, like, it's not, like, pretty, but, like, sometimes you just get the bad DI and they go off. I feel like we're gonna win, like, 11 sets on ranked. Like, sorry, on 11 sets on ranked in this session.
I feel like a lot of people tell me, like, I'm just gonna, like, do really well. I feel like I just have, like, these small things that I'm, like, not optimized.
I actually, honestly, and I think that's where, like, auto-cancel back air is, like, unironically going to be life-changing for you for that reason. Because it's, like, something that's just not really in your kit. And I think that, like, when you start to play around with its wall properties, you're going to be impressed with it. Auto-cancel back air is so good, you can actually have less of a vulnerability window when you do it than you do with like your L-canceled back air. Believe it or not, you can actually get it down to 8 frames without, like, having, like, inaction, or, like, without having a hitbox protecting you before your next action. Whereas with L-cancel back air, it's always 10. So you can actually make it 1 frame less efficient than your Nair, which is crazy to think about. It requires, like, a very specific fastfall, and, like, very few people do it other than Mango, but, like, it's just, like, there's a lot of potential on the move that you're, like, it's not so much that, like, woo, numbers, but it's more that, like, there's a lot of potential on the move that you're not even, like, accessing right now, and I think that, like, as you start to access it, things like up tilt and, like, down tilt and where those things fit into his toolkit will make a lot more sense. Like, his walling, like, his options up for walling his opponent or, like, guarding his space in general will, like, seem to be a lot more reasonable.
Yeah.
But I think we're starting to, like, either slack or get into our own head, one or the other. What do you find it is? Do you find it's, like, I'm up, like, 3 stocks to 1, like, I can just kind of, like, chill?
It's probably a little bit of both. It's like I have enough time to, like, not think about the game where I can, like, eventually get back into or, like, trying, I guess.
What if
it's like I don't feel the pressure yet.
Okay, but what if we want to win by? What if we would just want to, like? What if we turn off our brain, like that part of our brain that, like, goes into that mode, and just, like, try to, like, quiet him so that we can just keep going, like, following the flow state. Just keep, like, following the flow. Because, like, honestly, I think it's fun to 3-stock people. I don't know about you, but I find...
It's definitely fun.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I just, like, get caught in their combos, and then I'm like, oh boy, they're actually better than I thought or something, and then I just get worried that
But why does it matter how good they are?
um, I don't know.
That's my point. Like, what? Like, I don't think it does matter. Because, like, either way, like, does them being better or worse mean, like, anything about, like, does it change what we have to do to beat them? Not really. Like,
Yeah, no.
the challenge on the screen is still going to be the challenge on the screen one way or another. So,
I guess when they like start hitting me hard, I just kind of feel like they're
panic.
gonna keep hitting me hard, and then I'm just trying to avoid getting hit more than I'm trying to like find the opening I need.
And that's not a bad thing. I want to be clear. Like, I'm trying to find, like, not get hit by this punish should be the priority when we're getting punished. But it shouldn't be the only thing that, like, I think what we have a failure to recognize is, like, when that's no longer necessary. Like, when we're back in neutral, basically. Because I'd say, like, yeah, now we're back in neutral. In fact, we have, like, control of neutral back. So you're at 0. He wants to hit you with down air and shine more than anything in the world, probably. So let's try to, like, not to let him have those things. Like, we'll still play our game, but we're just gonna, like, keep that in mind as we're playing. That he wants those more than anything. Okay. So at 32, he still probably wants them. He's probably a little bit more interested in air, up tilt, that kind of thing. Nice. So 80, he probably wants a back air. Nice. That fair was really, really smart. Like, the way that you covered the space with it, like, to keep him from, like, moving into your territory, which you just earned back, like, that was, like, extremely well done. You should be really proud of that one. Because that was, like, that was clever. Like how you're doing the vertical spacing here. Because that's, like, the thing about this vertical spacing is you're also making it impossible for him to find down air. Nice. Completely outplayed. Let's go. How did that feel?
Boy.
How did that feel?
I just feel like there's like a part of me that it will just like fight.
Huh?
Like I'll just like fight so hard to try to like get it back, and then I don't know what it is, but like it usually works.
You played really well there. Like, I was like, yo, I was like legitimately hyped. Like, you didn't let him have his, like, on your last 2 stocks, you controlled your space well enough that you were able to, like, kill him, get a big lead. And then on the last stock, you never gave him the one thing he wanted to, like, that he thought he needed to catch up. Because he couldn't figure out another way to, like, get back in the game other than hitting, like, down air shine conversion. So you just never let him have it, and you were able to, like, bully him into the corner and then, like, kill him really easily. That was really well done. Like, yeah. That was sick. What do you think helped you, like, what do you think, like, are some basic like, how do you think we do that in other matchups?
I think sometimes I need to stop worrying about if I'm playing lame and just worry about being smart. because like yeah, it might not look as cool to just be sitting on top platform and like just trying to jump at him slowly,
I,
but it
I think
works.
I think that looked way more interesting than what he was doing. Because
Yeah,
like I know that you're saying that it was lame, but I was like, you're still moving at him, you're still pressuring him, like you're still taking space. Like, how is that different than like doing that with lasers?
yeah, that's true.
Like the secret is, if we really break down exact all the top tier's most powerful things, all of them are lame. Because they all have really powerful things that allow them to like dictate the flow of the game on their terms, and if they can kind of say, okay, well if you don't want to play with me, I'm not playing with you.
Yeah,
And that's kind of why they're the best characters in the game. Like
yeah.
that's their whole
If
thing.
if he doesn't want to engage with me, then it's not like my fault.
And the thing is, it's not even that he doesn't want to engage with you. It's like he's trying to brute force, or like he's trying to be stubborn about the way in which that he's engaging with you.
Yeah.
Like, and
So
then
like trying to chip away slowly. He was just like trying to get one thing.
yeah, and know what? Honestly, I think that with the skill set he demonstrated, that one thing is probably the best thing way that back into the game that he has. Like hitting you out of your landing with a down air shine conversion is probably the way he wins that one, because his combo game looked pretty good at times. But the reality is that you don't have to give that to him. And you decided that you wanted your game plan to say, no, show me something better. Like, show me you can do more than this. And he couldn't produce it. That's not your fault, because Falco absolutely is able to produce more things than that. If the opponent doesn't show it because they're like really attached to like that win condition, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, cool. Like, that's their call. That is, and we respect that decision, but ultimately it wasn't the right play here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down to spend the last few minutes just like I don't know, trying to recap what I should work on, I guess.
Yeah. So let me actually load up Uncle Punch, and I can show you a little bit about what I mean by like the auto cancel back air, because I think that like a demonstration might make it like stick a little better.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like imagining it for myself doesn't always work, so
Yeah. So let me show you the beauty and majesty that is auto cancel back air. Yeah, Falco's fine. Then we'll go at FD. So for this, we're gonna turn fight collision on. So fighter collision, and we're gonna turn smash DI off so that we can. So, like, look at how little like time there is without like a hitbox. Like, there is without a hitbox.
yeah. It's like always out.
Yeah, and like there isn't like the same like landing. There isn't the same queue as like his landing lag. Like his.
Yeah.
So the other cool thing is you can actually take it further, and you can see that you can like fast fall the end to like save some of these frames too.
Okay, I think I'm seeing how good this wall is. It's like if he wants to like commit at any point, it's still gonna hit him.
Yeah, and like I'm not doing these perfectly because I've switched to Z jump recently, so like my tech skill isn't like perfect or anything. But like you can kind of see like here, let me not have hit lag messing me up.
And you have all that time to drift too, so you can like kind of go anywhere you want with it.
Yeah, so like you can like do stuff like this.
Yeah, where you're just like controlling one spot very well. Yeah. That's actually really cool.
And then like when you combine it with stuff like this.
Yeah, that's a little bit insane.
Like that. And the cool thing here is like you can like you see how like moving into him with like the weak hit isn't even like that bad. Like if you hit
it keeps him so close where you can just like do whatever you want.
Yeah, another cool thing here is if we turn frame advantage on, like if we attack on shield with this, because this is some other cool stuff with it. Yeah, Falco's fine for this. Let's do option none, just so that he's like a little bit more. So like normally like with low back air, the best we can get is like -2, like. But like with weak back air, like we can still get like those kinds of numbers, but like we don't have to L cancel it.
Yeah, that's
like
very strong.
Okay, so
I feel like it's gonna be maybe a little bit hard to like add that in slowly, but I think having it to think about and like knowing it's good is definitely something I should like just grind either way.
Yeah, like -1 there. Like that's crazy. Like who gets like what character? Okay, so this is like crashing, but that's okay. But like what character gets like -1 into like shine, right? Like that's such a powerful frame trap because like that means that it's going to snag. That means it will snag rolls if you do the shine perfectly after, and you're like within range. So like if they roll into you, so like try to go through you, and you shine after that like that back air, the one that was -1, that means that the roll is going to get eaten by that. That's a shine out of shield will get eaten by that. Like shield grab will definitely get eaten by that. Like that's crazy.
That's ridiculous. Because I'm like seeing all the scenarios in which I'm just like having all those things happen to me, and then if I'm just doing that, it's just.
Yeah, so like I think that like this was good. I think that this was useful because like it's kind of like giving us a new appreciation for this very powerful tool that like is a cornerstone of this character. And it's one of like the things that he's always been good at, but like we just haven't really seen it represented in your your play. And I think that this will do a lot for your on stage game for allowing you to stabilize. So I think that for key takeaways, auto cancel back air, like practicing lightly, because it's not a terribly difficult input, and if you need more time with it, so be it. But like I've seen what you can do. This I think will come to you pretty naturally. But practicing lightly auto cancel back air with delayed fast fall and still getting the auto cancel. Actually without delayed fast fall and getting the auto cancel, and then bracket should applications in combos, neutral wall, and honestly
it can lead to some good combos at least, so like that's
it's a great extension too, because think about it, like you can use like the weak hit auto cancel, then like you can use the weak hit auto cancel, like drift forward, auto cancel, and then immediately transition into kill moves. So like as a corner carry, it's like super powerful. And yeah, it just like adds a lot of versatility. One thing that I'd also add to like something that will expand upon that is to expand when the opponents are going to start spacing around that back air, to start spacing outside that bear, look for that and delay laser instead. Because that makes sense, right? Like, if they're if they're obviously spacing around the back air, like keeping their distance from it, then like instead of going for that back air and we see them doing that, we like jump as if we're going to do it and then just like slow fall the laser and then like take advantage from them.
Yeah, that's so good. Oh my god.
Like it's cool, right? Because we're also
because you can still turn and like do the laser and then just like run at them, and then what are they gonna do?
Or like jab them, like because like again, like we're hitting them, right? And we're drifting full towards them, so like we can sometimes like forward tilt them, we can like maybe down tilt them, we can maybe grab them. Like what we're doing is we're like making our wall a more cohesive unit. Instead of it just being like awkwardly up tilting in place, we now have like this like aerial that's like kind of the foundation of it. We have a backup for it when the people are keeping their distance from us. We have like supporting element, like the up tilt is now a supporting element of those two main tools that is like used to like back them up instead of it having to like carry so much weight itself. And then like with all of this combines well with our dash dance game for like initiating the lasers and such. It becomes a much more complete unit. And I think that you're gonna have a lot of fun with that. The other thing I would say is up tilt and combos. Combos, especially after dares and at the middle percent range, and I'm gonna actually say 20 to 60. So we said 30 to 60, but it's actually lower than that. The reason it's 20 is because like if the down air puts them to 20, a lot of times if up tilt knocks them over and they like get knocked over next to you, it's kind of like Fox where you can just keep doing it. It's so efficient that you can just keep, like, even if they attack it or get knocked over from it, you can just shine them or up tilt them again out of that out of that grounded state. And that's very strong. It's also like the birthplace of those like up tilt, pop them up, and then like jump, shine, then like double jump, wave land across the platform. It's the birthplace of those kinds of combos. So that's like something that we want to explore further. And then finally for finishers, I would say that like dare into the corner, the corner of the stage or platform, and using down smash, down tilt, etc. On reaction to the outwards options. So no tech, tech in place.
And like roll in, you just up tilt, I guess, or
tech roll. Tech roll to edge, and then using turn F and using other options like turn F smash, up tilt, or short hop dare for the inwards options. Bracket tech roll to stage. Yeah, I think that these will give you a lot to work with.
I think that's good.
Okay.
I'm very excited to use these.
Okay, is there anything else we covered that you want us to like touch on? Like we have
like Falco recovery a little bit, just like have to put out something quickly.
Falco edge guarding Falco. Yes. So edge guarding Falco, we talked about like lasers to cut off jump heights, jump heights and stop him from charging up his up B or side B, forces another reaction. Want to be fast about putting out a hit to intercept the next play. What I would say in general here, and I'll actually kind of show you what I mean by this with like Uncle Punch if it won't explode on me. I believe in what I call order of operations with Falco, like when it comes to edge guarding the space animals. So what I mean by that is, we'll use Armada Shine Training for this. I believe very firmly in like assigning a task for like one option. So like if they're recovering off stage at this kind of like height, or like at an edge guardable height, I kind of like believe in doing like a nair or something like this to form a wall in case they like side B, like here.
Yeah,
and then
I usually go for like dare in that scenario, but it's like not consistent at all for like. I see what you're doing. Like,
yeah, like
you're
this
putting it out early and then
like this would cover double jump side B. If you did that, and then we have like the option to do like another option for like the on stage. Do you see like that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I can see the Falco dying already.
Yeah, and you can do it with lasers too, because you can do it like that and then cover like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say like work on those kinds of structures, like working in those kinds of structures, because that's like honestly that's how I made a career out of like killing Fox and Falco for like years. Like, just having, like, a good flowchart about, like, how do we control the zones he wants to go into with his illusion in the most efficient way possible? Well, it's probably with, like, a ledge hop. It's probably with, like, a run-off double jump aerial or a ledge hop aerial. In Falco's case, he also has the luxury of his lasers, so, like, use those. They're very good. Sheik uses her needles. Falco uses his gun. It's all good in the hood. Like, we just keep him off stage. And the cool thing about lasers is that they cut off the double jump heights, so like you can be really surgical about making sure that they can't do early recoveries. Like I know that I was doing like the the runoff double jump laser, which shoots high then low, but honestly just short hopping the lasers or like running off and fast falling and then shooting two tight lasers near like the like above the stage line, that can actually be more effective because what you're doing is you're preventing him from being able to do really aggressive double jumps. He's forced to either wait or then like ledge sweet spot. Like, right?
Yeah.
which then allows you to then like down smash him. It allows you to down angle forward tilt him. You can then grab the edge. Like, you have so many things that open up from that kind of structure. So it's really, really key to get that down, because that is where the magic happens. And you can do a lot of it. And the cool thing about Falco, you can do so much of this just from the stage, because you can just short out the laser. Just short hop low laser is perfectly usable for this.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah. So, are you feeling a little bit more confident about like edgeguarding Falco from like what we talked about? Because that's going to help you versus that's going to help you a lot versus Fox, but also Falco, but also like Marth, Sheik, Falcon. Yeah. Like, this all applies to all of them.
Yeah, I think this was a really good session.
Amazing. I will let you go to it then, and if you run into Deke, Deke again, best of luck. He is getting better, but I think you got him right now. But take care, and same. Like, do you find that the Wednesdays like this time generally works for you?
Yeah, this is good.
Perfect. Do you want to say then like maybe third Wednesday next month? That would be the 21st. Or do you want to do like the 14th? Like, what do you think would work?
Yeah, let's just do third. The 21st is good.
Fantastic. I'll mark it down. Lars, it's a pleasure. Take care, and I'll see you next till we speak again.
All right. Peace.